Zahir Abbas Panjwani, well known as Zahir, is a former IT specialist from Tanzania who decided to switch careers to become a full-time photographer. Zahir specializes in wedding photography but has also decided to stretch his wings to try out other genres of photography such as fashion, landscape, night-long exposure photography, conceptual and fine art. Zahir started his journey back in 2007 but decided to take things on a professional level in 2014, and now he's the owner and co-founder of Zap Photography, one of the best studios in the country. Hello, you're still watching the magazine right here on Azam One. With me today is Zahir Abbas, former IT expert who decided to switch careers and move into photography. Exactly, we're going to know more about him. We're going to know his journey and everything regarding to his work. Zahir Abbas?
Yes, hi.
Hi, you're welcome.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
to the magazine.
Actually, I'm really appreciating you to have me on your show.
Now, tell me something. Tell me something about you. We've told our viewers already just a bit about you, but we'd like to know more. Who's Abbas?
Okay, Zahir is a guy who used to do computer programming.
Yeah.
Who was into the field of programming all the time. You know, those nerdy guys. And
Nerd.
Yeah, nerd, exactly.
Okay, sorry. So you mentioned that you weren't here in Tanzania. Where were you before?
I was in South Africa doing computer programming and taking my career as a programmer. Gradually, I moved to Tanzania, to Dar es Salaam in 2007 after my dad passed away. And when I came here, I was looking for a job.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at that time, computer programming wasn't in the scope, and I needed to find any other job. But then I decided to open up a business as a computer programmer in a computer field. I
Yes.
thought to open up a computer shop, IT shop, where I can sell IT products as well as I give the services to them. It's my job.
Right, and I learned that you decided to do the switches in 2014. Is that right?
Yeah, 2014, at that moment, I pushed myself into the professional level rather than having just a hobbyist or beginner. Because at that moment, I thought, okay, now I can do professional jobs.
We want to get straight to the points right here.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did your journey start exactly? You know, some would say, I always had a passion for photography. You know, I started as a little
No,
child.
not really.
How was yours like?
No, there was no passion.
There was no passion for
there was
that?
no such passion because I
Okay.
was a lot into the computer programming.
Alright.
Actually, till today, I
Yeah.
love doing some programs. I create my own programs.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it's just for myself, you know, just to enjoy, not to forget those codes.
yeah.
But yeah, when I used to go around, move around, I always wanted to capture those moments.
What does photography mean to you? You just said it's your life, but then...
And it's an art similar to other form of arts, but there are a lot of learnings and practices included.
Could you tell us, maybe probably walk us through the actual process that you used to set up a portrait?
Models, locations, concept. Actually, for me, concept works a lot. That's the most important part in a photography or in a portrait or any kind of photography. You need to have a basic idea what you are going to do. So first thing first, concept, work on the concepts. After concept, share it with your models or your subject. If you're doing a portrait session, share it to your model, explain them
Yeah.
what exactly you want. You can't just select a model and you just, okay, fine, you have to give me such poses where she doesn't know what I'm going to tell my viewers or tell my So lighting situations, we have got, there are a lot of elements which are included into photography to make one single perfect portrait.
And that's exactly what we need to know. Now, I would like to hear from your point of view as a professional photographer. When can you really identify the perfect moment to take a photograph?
Again, there are different genre, weddings, sports, because I do a lot of weddings and at the same time I do fashion commercials as well. So in weddings, it's emotions. That's the perfect moment where you want to capture those moments.
Yeah.
For sports, it's celebrations. Someone scores, you get those, So that's the perfect moment. And sometimes literally, it's just instinct. inner instinct which tells you, okay, this is a perfect moment you can capture. That comes after a lot of practices and learning. Those instincts doesn't come just, okay, now this is the perfect. No, it's a lot of learning, at the same time a lot of practice.
Okay. Okay, let's move to challenges.
Challenges, yeah. That's where okay, the challenges which we face, it's location, especially the outdoor locations, because indoor, of course, we have got plenty of indoor locations. We have got the studios. So outdoor location is the biggest challenge which we face in Tanzania. And I believe a lot of photographers out there is facing the similar challenges, especially those beginners who are not in the market, who are just coming to the market. They don't get those locations. There are no available locations, or they are available, but it's way too expensive.
Well, what do you think needs to be done about this?
We need a lot of support from local authorities, to be frank. This art needs a lot of support. We have got the award ceremony going on in Tanzania, but unfortunately, it's for fashion. It's not for other aspect of photography. There are a lot of landscape photographers outside there. There are cityscapes. There are a lot of kind of genre in photography, but unfortunately, nobody's showing up.
I see you've done some good stuff. Like you guys take walks and you capture beautiful moments and stuff like that. As this is part of.
It's a group. We used to have a group of friends where we used to go out every Sundays in the morning. Sometimes, it depends. Everybody has got their own commitments.
This group?
There was a guy called Dev Bijar.
Okay.
But he's not here currently. He has shifted to India.
Okay.
But then there was a few of members who was controlling this group. Unfortunately, to say, people, when they come to learn basics of photography, and then they become professional.
Already.
They call themselves professional, and unfortunately, this group is already broken now.
Whoa, no,
that's very sad to
really
hear,
sad
because
to hear
of as I told you, they learn 1, 2, 3 things, and they think, okay, they are professional
They're already
photographers.
professionals. Come to think of it, we have a lot of professional photographers nowadays in Tanzania. You see everyone with a camera, any person that owns a Canon thinks they're professionals. You understand?
Actually, the camera has become very cheap nowadays, so everybody
Really?
it's affordable for everyone.
That's why.
And that's the reason you can see on my bio, I started photography back in 2008.
Yeah.
But then I called myself as a professional level in 2014.
14.
So you can see how long it took me to become in this stage, to call myself as a professional photographer.
Nice. Do you have any professional qualifications? Did you study
No,
this?
I have done self-study, self-taught.
Self-studies?
Yeah.
How did you do this?
Online courses. There are a lot of resources out there. And practices.
And a lot of practice. Now, good stuff. Now, do you have any last words to our viewers at home, especially aspiring photographers?
For the viewers, because they are going to become a customer for photographers out there, I would just suggest them to see the quality rather than quantity or the pricing. And for the photographers,
Okay, it looks like you have a lot to tell them.
Especially for those upcoming photographers, I've got only one suggestion for them.
Okay.
Concentrate on only one genre.
All right.
The road is very hard, but success will come automatically if you enjoy taking those roads. When you are enjoying to capture those moments, the success will follow you. So don't run after the success and leave all the things aside. I think so. Can you cut it down there?
Yes, but okay,
Yes.
here you are advising aspiring photographers to just concentrate on a single genre. Yet you do like multiple of them.
Yes, I do multiple of them.
Yeah, why is this?
Okay, I started with landscape in the beginning. Back in 2007, you can see on my portfolios as well. All my landscape was taken in 2007, 2008, and 2009. When I saw, okay, now I'm good, but I need to push myself beyond. I started taking birthdays.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now imagine birthdays. It's one of the toughest job.
It's hectic. I
It's
can
very
imagine.
hectic to control those kids around, but it's a very nice practice. Actually, you learn a lot. You learn lighting. You learn how to click those portraits as well.
Yeah.
After that, slowly, I started taking night shots and different kind of aspect. And because see, I need to produce my own genre. I was looking for my own genre because I didn't know what genre I belong.
Okay. How
So-
long did it take you to discover
I told you
that?
2007 till 2014.
That's how
That's
many
around
years?
7
I'm very
years.
slow. I was very pathetic in math. That's like how many
7
years?
years.
7 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
7 years. After 7 years, then I called myself as a professional wedding photographer
Yes.
because now I know. Okay, fine. I'm enjoying taking weddings. I do a lot of weddings, and that's where I belong. But then portraits.
But now you've moved into fashion photography as
I have
well.
started fashion photography recently
Yes.
because I wasn't having a studio before, and I just recently opened a studio.
Zap Photography, which is doing so well. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thanks
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah. So recently I opened my own studio and I have started taking some makeup shots and fashion. Actually, I really want to appreciate to Makrida
Okay.
Joseph.
All right. Okay.
She's a
I
model.
know her. Yes.
Yeah. She was the one who pushed me to the fashion.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
she
stuff.
told me, Zahir, just do it.
You-
And she was my first model for fashion photography.
Wow.
She was my first. And you can see my street photography, which I've done.
Yes.
I haven't gone to the fashion in studio works. I love capturing as an environment as well. I want to promote Dar es Salaam as well. There are a lot of good ambience. There are a lot of good environment in Tanzania. As I told you, we get a lot of troubles by local authorities to capture in the streets as well.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What sort of troubles? And could you remember one at least? The one that affected
Not
you
allowed
the
to
most?
capture the images on the road. You need the permit. Yeah, I agree. We take out the permits. Perfect. But still, the permits are way too expensive for personal projects, especially.
Wow.
It's becoming very expensive for us because we are doing personal projects. And to be frank, fashion doesn't pay us a lot.
The fashion photography.
Yeah, it doesn't pay us a lot unless if you have got a big companies who are.
I think it does pay. I know a
It
lot
does
of
pay.
photographers
Yeah,
who make.
it does pay to those who are already in the market. As I told you, for upcoming photographers, it's
Yes.
very difficult for them. And for me, weddings it does pay because I'm already in that market. But fashion, I'm just upcoming into the fashion industry.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you so much for coming through, Zahir.
Thank you.
When
Thank you
else
for
would?
having
When
me.
should we be expecting you again?
Whenever you call me.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, that's all that we had for you today on Azam One on One. Stay tuned because we'll be coming back with What's Cracker Lacking.